Hello, my name is Yorick. Welcome to the Rob Rivers Horror Show, where everything horror gets a stab at. Will he survive or become one of the dead? Let's find out what he's looking at today, shall we?
And once again, welcome to the Rob Rivers Horror Show. I am your host, Rob River. That is a glorious day where I am. I hope everything is working out for you and that you are happy and healthy. Always got to have that, stuff like that. All right, let's take a look at something I'm not too thrilled about. I'm getting really tired of these films, and that's found footage films. This one was a little bit different. However, I think this idea of found footage film is dug deep into the ground. Because one thing bad about these films is that a lot of times the endings are always the same. I have not seen every single found footage film, but a majority of them, ever since the Blair Witch Project, a lot of them all have the same type of ending. In other words, it's a sad ending. This film is no different. This film is Review-Report. This is the first attempt to send men and women into deep space. This film is the final transmission report of Review-1. All right, they land on one of the moons of Jupiter to get samples of the water many feet below the ice. All right, they drill through the ice, and of course they take a look around underneath the surface and stuff. During the first night that they are there, they see strange lights coming up from underneath the ice. The drone gets lost under the ice, and nothing seems to go right as they try to leave. This is very simple. All right, very, very simple story. I'll get to some other things there are. So let's say what works in the film. Okay, the way the story is told. All right, we get information through the cameras that are placed all around the ship and from people back on Earth. We actually get the idea of what they were trying to do when sending people into space. And, of course, you get to know the crew with all the cameras being around. And what they believe to have happened is kind of narrated. But the acting is solid in this thing. You are tempted to watch until the end to see what happened. And I must say, as I was kind of getting at before, I liked the ending. All right, we aren't fed a lot, but it's effective. What doesn't work is the film gets confusing in one area. It's like something was cut out during the editing process, and it's around the middle of the film. At one point, they're on the surface. Next, they're up on the ship with a malfunction, and then we're back on the surface. I watched this really long. I watched this film a couple of times, and I still don't get the segue. Or like that. Maybe I blinked too many times. Maybe one of you other people out there might have got it or feel the same way. But I kind of overlooked it. It's like, all right, whatever. Maybe they just, like I said, cut out the launch and then the returning stuff. Because, like I said, first they're on the planet. The next thing you know, we're up inside the space station and something happens there, and then we're back on the planet. And I'm thinking it must have been smooth sailing. I don't know. Overall, I think Review-Report is a neat idea on an old space mission. The different angles of the camera make the film work along with the disastrous event. All right, something really goes wrong here at the end, and it's actually really neat. All right, I'm not saying neat in a way of, I don't know, it's like, oh, wow, it's great to see something disastrous, but it's actually something that I probably really didn't see coming. I know the first time I watched it, I really didn't see it. I was hoping, but I really didn't see it coming. The film is worth a look at least once. All right, you might get a little bored around the middle part, but in the end, it is worth sitting through. All right, my grade for this one is a C+. I did enjoy this. It kept my interest because you were kind of wondering, there were, like I said, I was going to mention earlier, there are some questions. It's like how it took so long to drill through the ice to get down there. It makes you wonder how these lights can actually shine up through the ice when it's so thick. I mean, it took them hours to drill through this ice to get down there. But that, I think, was just added more to the mystery of what's going on this moon of Jupiter. So check it out. You might like it. Other than that, I hope, like I said, things are going well for you. Please take care of yourselves and each other. I got a lot of great stuff coming up. Martial art films, animes, interviews. I'm going to be going around to haunted houses soon. As we start to get rid of it, I've already seen auditions going on, and I may get involved in one myself. We got the Chicago Horror Film Festival coming up that I hope to attend at least one day. To take a look at some horror films there and see if there's anything there that catches my eye. Other than that, remember, God loves you. He's there for you. Talk to him. It's worth it. Bye.
The dead feast on human flesh and stop nothing for it. The living, confined to dark corners of the world, must do what it takes to survive. Dying is the only thing left to do at the end of the world. Check out Bled White at bloodwhitemovie.com.